Good morning. It's day 7 of the PCT Lionshead Fire closure redo. I'm getting a later start than I wanted. I wanted to see sunrise, but I accidentally slept in. I didn't have a very good night last night. I don't know, I just couldn't get comfortable. Not because it was my pad or anything, it was just, I just couldn't get comfortable. So the bugs are still bad up here. So lovely attire that I'm wearing. Hopefully once I get down on the other side, they won't be quite so bad, but literally swarming. So this place, I don't want to leave it. It's amazing. You know, my tent was just right over there. I just kept waking up all night looking at the mountain. And unfortunately, there was not the Milky Way out because of a sort of full moon. It's about to go out. I don't know if you can see it. It's over there somewhere. It's in the sky somewhere. Above that tree. Yeah. But anyway, it was bright. It was bright. So never really got pitch black, so I could still see the mountain all night long. So now I'm about to head down over the other side, and it's going to be a short time to the place I thought I might camp today. There's a campsite I thought about in point 7 and another campsite in about 4. So I don't know what I'm going to do today. So only time will tell. We'll see. Here are the other campsites. They're a little smaller. They would have had a little bit more of an obstructed view of the mountain, but they also would have had this view. Oh, isn't that perfect? Mount Hood framed between 2 trees. So they also would have had this view. But I'm so happy with where I was. Oh, there might be more sites over there. This is a cool place to camp. Oh yeah, more sites over here. Huge cairn so that people know where in the heck they're going. And now I have to go down that. Not sure quite where the trail is, but we'll figure it out. Took a little unplanned detour. The trail goes down that. It doesn't look steep, but it is very steep. So I decided to traverse over there, way up there. And I don't know if you can see, oops, I slipped. So we changed plans immediately and flipped over and had a fun little glissade down. I was able to use my pole as a little brake, and I didn't even hit the rocks. So, and there's the trail. It's a little unplanned trip, but woohoo, I did it! On the way up, I went up over there, which is not as steep as going up right there. Now I know what that couple from Bend was talking about, that last little push. Yeah, that's steep right there. I went up over there and then traversed the ridge. I'm not really sure where the trail is. Looks like there's a campsite there and a little trail there. But I did just see a cairn right there. So I'm just going to go over there and see. I just got to go down. I did not notice this until just now. Beautiful view of Hood, but also of Mount St. Helens and Mount Adams. Might be hard for the camera to pick it up. There's Adams. And there's St. Helens. I was just sitting here thinking, why do I take videos of myself talking and of the beautiful scenery? I'm not aspiring to be a YouTube influencer, although I put my videos on YouTube so that I guess the main reason is that so later I can look back and remember these things. Kind of like journaling. I brought a journal on this trip and I was going to sit at Bays Lake and journal, but I don't know, I've kind of gotten out of the habit of the writing, so I do sort of video journaling. So mostly this is for me, and if you happen to be someone other than me and you're watching it, then I hope you enjoy it. I'm afraid someday I won't remember this, and like I'm getting sometimes forgetful, and so I'm kind of afraid that someday I might lose my memory, and I want to be able to remember this, and I want my kids to be able to see what I did, because sometimes I think I'm kind of a little badass. I mean, I just did 100 miles by myself, all by myself. There's like so few people out here. I met like one couple. People in town were wonderful, but otherwise, when you're out here, you got to learn to enjoy your own company and learn to enjoy where you are. So this trip, especially on the way back, I'm taking really, really slow, and I'm sitting a lot of places and just going, well, I'm right here, right now, and I'm going to enjoy. I'm comfortable. There's no bugs, not hot. I'm going to enjoy sitting here for a little bit. I just had my breakfast. So anyway, I'm going to slowly mosey on down the trail. Okay, another thought that I had. Sometimes as I lay down and I take a little nap, I hear zoom, zoom, zoom. And so it's, bugs flying past. Like, where are they going? It's almost like a little super freeway above my head. They don't stop. They just zoom. I mean, what do these bugs do? They just fly around all day. So that's what's on my mind. Oh. Another thing I ponder. So like if I see a chipmunk or something, I wonder, do they realize how lucky they are to live here? I mean, this area is so beautiful. They could have been born into, I don't know, South Seattle gutters, or in the desert. But no, they're so lucky. Do they realize that? I mean, this whole place is their entire world. So, another thought. Okay, so I was wrong. That's not Mount Adams. That's Mount Rainier that you can see next to Hood. So maybe Adams is on the other side of Hood and I can't see it. So funny, on the way up, I came up and over this snow right here, and I kind of got funneled over into that snow patch and ended up like hiking up over into that snow patch when the trail was right there. But I mean, all I was thinking about was just going up, and it worked out fine, but I was like, oh, I really was off. I was off. I went way over there, got in those trees, I went back on the snow, wandered up through there, but made it. Wow, here is that lake I was thinking, or pond I was thinking about camping at. And when I came through, there was so much snow, and there was snow all around, but the campsite was free of snow. And that last little stretch I just took had tons of snow. It's amazing how much snow melts in just like 4 or 5 days. Well, especially when it's like 90, but I think I'll hang out here for a while. This was all snow. So there are different kind of burn areas I've noticed. Some, the trees still have some of their leaves and things, not leaves, but smaller branches. Then you get into some that are just gray, straight stalks that look like they're older, and then sometimes there's black ones. I was in an area before Jackson Park that must have been so hot because there was nothing on the ground, and there weren't even trees like this. There were barely any stumps, and every piece of dirt was almost burned too, so it was just rock and stumps. I didn't film because that's when I was a little bit belly aching about it being in the 90s and I was in the middle of a no shade burn. But gosh, Oregon seems to have a lot of them. I don't film very much because they're not that pretty, but they do afford some nice views other than walking in the dense forest. but it is kind of sad. Like this one looks like it was more hot here than over there, but a couple years ago probably. This is the coolest bug. It's like struggling. Its body is too big for its little wings. Wish I knew what it was. Poor guy's really struggling. Always headed for my shade. Oh, I can't see now. Oh, now he's trucking along. I am already glad I'm taking the road instead of going through the burn area. It's greener, there's shade, and there's obviously no cars on it. And it's just like a wide trail. So I'm just taking a different way home. Okay, so I have decided, I think I decided this a long time ago, but I decided I'm going to take the road back, take the 4220 or whatever it is, road back to Olali Lake. Because there's a couple other lakes in there. I think they are in a burn area, but there's little trails around them, and I'm just going to explore those lakes, because otherwise that is what I have to go up and over and around, and I already did that, and it's really not all that fun. But on the road, I mean, all the dead trees have been cut down, and on the road there is some pretty lakes I'm going to walk by. So that's the plan. I'm not ready to go home, so I'm going to do a road walk and stay the night before Olali Lake, and then go out in the morning. Walking past Spoon Lake. As I walked past, I got scared to death by a little mama loon and her babies. They're so cute. 5 little babies. Now I'm approaching Horseshoe Lake. There are some picnic tables. So I think I'm gonna hang out here for a little bit, have some lunch. I bet this was pretty before the burn. Okay, so now I'm walking into Olali Lake Resort. The truck is over there. Oh, kind of behind the trees. And thank goodness it's still there. There it is. Still there. So I have now completed my my Lionshead Fire closure redo. Took a different path home, but it was interesting. Now to civilization. And to say goodbye to Mount Jefferson. So I made it back to Olali Lake, and I decided to stay so I didn't have to do the long drive home during rush hours. So I'm gonna go to bed early and go to sleep early and then wake up early and drive home. I kind of feel between worlds right now because I have my truck here, and I have real clothes And in the morning, I'm going to put clean clothes on, so it feels kind of weird. But I have my comfy bed for the night. And we'll see you in the morning. On my way home, but unfortunately, they're replacing a culvert. So I went up and said, what do I do? But they will be done in like an hour. So I'm going to sit here, read a book for an hour. But in the meantime, it's really interesting watching them. This machine is amazing. He's really good at it. Just picks stuff up, dumps it over. So this is day, I think, 8 of the PCT Lionshead Fire redo. I am driving home after spending the night at Lolly Lake Resort and having the little hour and a half, maybe 2 hour delay to watch the workers put in a new culvert. Well, that was set me back time-wise. It was actually quite interesting. I got to sit and watch them. The operator of the heavy machinery was really good. He just whipped that thing around and moved huge rocks like they were nothing, and they got that culvert in, and they got it all put back together and let me drive over. I was the first to drive over the new road, so that was kind of exciting. They even gave me some stickers for their business, so I will plug them because they were amazing. And I just put my sleeping bag over me and sat and read a book that got at the hiker box. So, but being back in civilization, driving a car, and I wasn't even out very long, but being back in civilization makes me just want to be back in the woods so bad. I don't know, part of me during this short hike, especially in the heat, made me question myself whether or not I could do the desert and deal with the heat. But the other part just made me go, I really am excited to do more than a week, more than a month, more than 2 months. California is going to take me a long time. So the other thing that kind of made me feel good was some people in Olali Lake that I met said that it was so hot there. And I know, it was Indy. So I met, from handstands videos, I met Jackson further south, and then I was sitting chatting with this gentleman. I'm thinking he looks really familiar, and I asked what his name was, and he said his name was Indy, and I was like, oh gosh, I've been watching Liz Kidder's videos from the PCT. Her name is Handstand, and I feel like a fangirl. So anyways, met him, and he was saying that this heat was worse than the heat in the desert. So, okay, so maybe I can do it. But, kind of lost my train of thought. Let me pause. I don't know really where I was going, but I am excited to go through the whole process of applying for getting my PCT permit for, I'm going to shoot for mid-April. I think that'll be good in terms of heat.
still